So I think, from what I understand, is wherever there is marketing, there has to be audience segmentation. So,
100% correct.
so in this case, like, do you have any methodologies or any tools or any techniques that you swear by, uh, to gather that audience insight?
Everything starts with research. I think like not even a research. Everything starts with a brainstorm by yourself or with your team, however it works best for your company, to understand who is your perfect buyer, who is your perfect audience. Because a lot of the time, business leaders, when starting working with email marketing or with marketing, they generalize. Oh, we are working with recruitment industry, or we are working with professional services, or we are working with IT and startups. But startups, for example, like if it's just a startup who crafted the idea and they have zero funding and zero anything, and around 3 million backing, or like several million backing ready for further investment, startups, like they live in different spectrums of business map. So therefore you have to understand what is the product you have currently that you're so keen to put in front of people. What problem does it solve? And then who has this problem? And you have to be very specific. Like I always recommend my clients to select the first 20 people. There is this methodology of like, oh, let's choose your list of like first dream 100 clients, which you want to communicate to. But in the first instance, I think it's easier to start with 10. And then, like, if you have 10 people whom you might not necessarily but like by the criteria of your solution, these are the people that they can be a friend, they can be a friend of a friend who has this problem, um, whatever, it can be a current client. So when you have these 10 people, you analyze what are the common denominator. It's like, are they in the same location? It does location matter? Is it their revenue? Is it their headcount? Is it that they have more female oriented product themselves? That's why they need more support in that. Is it something else? What are those aspects which are important for these people? And then you can build on and add another 20 people, and then you analyze it, and then you will probably in the end you will have like either size of business matters for you, location matters for you, and their for example their specialism. So if they specialize in banking, or if they specialize in accountancy, in a corporate accountancy or tax accountancy, so then you can actually reach them better because you can have a personalized message towards that particular aspect. So when you had worked with a list of up to 100 people to understand their particular criteria to which you can serve, that oh my god, these people will be happy to hear from me, and oh my god, I'm going to solve their problem, and they like can't wait to be in front of them. This is when you start building your list, and then you can use tools like Prospect, or there are like multiple different um, acquisition tools online. Just make sure that you are GDPR compliant, that you use your tools and list ethically, and don't spam when you're. And also, the other practice is, in my experience, people when they get put their hands on these tools, they get too excited. They're like, oh, I can build myself a list of 100,000 people. And yeah, you can, but it doesn't mean that this 100,000 people want to hear from you. It absolutely means nothing. So what's important is, and less is more. In this case, it is better to spend your time and actually finding people whom you are certain and confident that they are the people you can help, before investing your time, money, and other resources into building 10,000 emails and blasting your communications to them, because most likely it's not going to be effective and you're going to be disappointed and you say this is a whole waste of time and email marketing doesn't work, which is not true.